Good evening, Professor. This is my code for Tac Toe, and I'm going to try to run through quickly as possible. So basically, these are my functions here, and my main. So I'm just going to explain the functions because everything else within the main is pretty straightforward. So this function here is to initialize the board of the array to all, or it's to initialize every element of the array into underscores depending on the value of n. As seen here, I inputted 9 or 8, sorry. So then it initializes array size to 8 by 8 and then initialize all the values into underscores. This function here basically prints out all the numbers and all the elements of the array. So this is for the numbers that you see up here, and this is for the numbers and to print all of the underscores. This right here gets the player input, and it's set up to like you did in Canvas with 2 do while loops. This makes sure that the row input is correct and within the boundaries. This does the same for columns. Now if the board is not equal to an X or an O, and it's equal to an underscore, then I can put a character there, or the player can put a character, and then this flips to true. If not, then it tells you the slot is already taken, and it makes you do this whole process again. And then if it's true, then it breaks this do while loop, and then it switches players. So this one here is to determine whether the game is over or not. So the way I have it set up is I have 4 booleans and 4 counters. Each counter is associated with a boolean. So I have 4 different counters and 4 different booleans because I want to check for row win, column win, forward diagonal, and reverse diagonal wins. So this double for loop here is to check rows and columns. This is for rows. This is for columns. And if the elements match here within this if statement, then this counter increments, and same thing with here, just in columns. Now, if any of these counters equals to n, which is the value inputted by the player, then one of the, depending on which one reaches n first, it will output the player that won, or the player that had or output the current character. And then it flips these booleans to true. Same thing with the forward diagonal and the reverse diagonal. Similar process, it just increments the counters, and then the player or the character gets outputted, the current character gets outputted, and then the booleans flip to true. Now for this one, we need, since this is a function, we need to return a value for this do while loop up here. Where is it at? Here, so that it ends the game, or else this will continue. So the way I have it set up is if any of these are true, doesn't matter which one, because a win is a win. Any of these are true, this will return true to the program. If any of them are false, then it will continue doing this do while loop. Now quickly, I will show you all types of wins. So here's 0, 0. This is going to be row win, sorry. There we go. And then let's do this for column win. 2, 3 again. Column win. Let's do it for diagonal. Let's see. Espérame. There is diagonal. Then let's do let's do reverse diagonal. Now I'm not too sure which one you would consider diagonal or reverse diagonal. Do the same. Oh, wrong one. Let's see. 2, 1. No. 1, 2, 3, 3, and then 0. Okay, so that's your reverse. And then let me just show you that these loops work here. Okay. And yeah, that's basically the program. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.